Welcome. I will introduce Ada, my AI assistant.
It is an honor to help Dr. Dadkamp.
Ada, how much butt shall we kick today?
Today we shall kick 1 metric ton of glorious, spackling, universe-quaking butt.
Outstanding. Activate intro sequence.
Let's do it, boss.
Great. Set the course and punch it.
Initiating warp sequence.
Let's make it happen.
I'm right on it, Dr. Dadkamp.
Welcome. Planner, week of June 1st, 1999. Right after Memorial Day holiday, the day prior. Tuesday, June 1st, parked on the street, worked starting at 8:30. Gata, which is Rosemarie, called, told me Jackie's 8 weeks pregnant, due January 7th. Full workout. Next day, June 2nd, parked on the street, worked 8:30 to 4:30. Fed Scotty 3 spiders. Scotty is the salamander. 7 p.m., coffee with Susan at Starbucks. Keep things casual. Thursday, June 3rd. Parked in the garage, worked 8:30 to 4. Full workout. Water plants, check on Scotty. Next day, Friday, June 4th. Parked in the garage, worked 8:30 to 4. Went out on Friday. Saturday, June 5th. Went to a park, rollerblade and jogged. Rented Austin Powers, Saving Private Ryan. Went out in the evening. Sunday, June 6th, ice cream and cake at Jackie's. Tuesday, June 1st, email to Joe. Mano, I guess you left between 12 and 1 a.m.? How did the presentation go? I don't think you got much sleep, eh? Well, at least you don't have to cook ever, so there you have it. Just work as usual. Everyone was in a good mood because of the weekend. Also, no doubt is back. He's 21 now, so we're going to live it up. Later, private son of a geech, Mark. Tuesday, June 1st. Email to Joe. Subject, Club and Roxbury's. Chief, check out this news. Trust me, it'll keep me from A, clubbing alone too much, B, drinking as much or little as I have been. This happened Sunday night/Monday morning. Bar gunman makes his escape. Police are still searching for a subject. Police are still searching for a suspect in a shooting that wounded 2 brothers outside a bar are still at large. Police say the gunman shot 24-year-old blank and his 22-year-old brother blank. Both were taken to hospital. Thursday, June 3rd. Email to Libsib. Subject, Jim. Look, got your message. Let's work out at 4:30 or 5. Let me know. I brought my lunch, so if we can eat at your lab, that's cool. Later, Mark. Thursday, June 3rd. Email from Bill.
Subject, long time no hear. Long time no hear from you guys. Luig, rumors have it you're getting married May 12th? What are people up to this weekend? I think I'll stay in town and continue catching up with things. When is Mama coming to town? What are we doing for Dad for Father's Day? Is Jake's thing on Sat? I prefer to keep the 2 celebrations separate. Bill.
Thursday, June 3rd. Email from Libsib.
Hey guys. Yes, May 12th is the date. It's a Friday. We don't have any specific plans for this weekend. Probably just hang out before, work stuff. I think Jake's party is on Sat the 19th, while Father's Day is the 20th, son of course. Assuming Dad is in town, we should go out to dinner or do a cookout. Why can't we combine both parties in one? Just curious. I have no word on when Mama is coming to town. I guess they'll eventually come when they get a good rate. See ya. Lou.
Friday, June 4th. Email to siblings. Boys with a Z. Rosemarie is going to Mom's for a few hours on Saturday to have Jake swim a bit. Got to sign Jake up for swimming lessons starting next week. So before the lessons start, she wants to get his feet wet, literally. Bill, I don't know if you've heard the news yet, but Jackie's pregnant and due January 7th. Gata told me this. I have not had a chance to talk to Jackie yet. Joe says Mama and Tata are okay. He spoke with them yesterday. They were just hanging and watching some TV. I'm going to hang out in town this weekend. We have summer people back and we'll go out tonight. Should be fun. Saturday I plan to spend the day completing my applications for next year. So I'm not going to Mom's. Well, enjoy the good weekend's weather. Mark. Friday, June 4th. Email to Mary Beth. Subject: Items for lab. Please P-card the following items. Some CryoStor boxes. Friday, June 4th. Email to Joe. Subject: USA Argentina. Dude, here's the info. Let me know what you think. Have a good weekend. Where are you going to be later? Info on a soccer game at the RFK Stadium in DC that Sunday. Planner, week of June 7th, 1999. Worked all week, typical hours, and parked in the garage. Monday, Dad took the Protege, and I was driving the Passat. Tuesday the 8th was Mama's 84th birthday. I called her, did a full workout. Wednesday the 9th, got a haircut, mowed the lawn, returned a movie, and Melissa called. Thursday, June 10th. Work and I called someone. Friday, June 11th. 11 p.m. Melissa called until 1 a.m. Saturday, June 12th. 3 p.m. at Rose's, probably Rosemarie's, Take Rice, till 11:20 p.m. Eric and his dad, Rosemarie, Jake, and I. I called Melissa around 1:30 a.m. Sunday, June 13th, 1 p.m. USA Argentina soccer. Joe went with friend to the stadium. 4 p.m. at Rosemarie's, dinner at 5. Eric, Lou, Joanna, Rosemarie, Jake, and I. Monday, June 7th. Email to Joe. E, what up? I rented SPR. Pretty decent first 20 minutes. A lot of action. I also saw Austin Powers. Got him at Blockbuster. Well, gotta get some food. Our root brought some Indian food and is eating in our lab, so my mouth is watering too much. So, can't type now. Eating. We saw relatives yesterday. It was Tonia's 16th birthday, so we had ice cream and cake at Jackie's. She showed me the ultrasounds of the fetus. It's about an inch long. More later, Mark. Monday, June 7th. Email from Joe.
Told you to wait for SPR, but El Loco Tuvo Q, IR La Loca decent. Thanks for the soccer info. I guess you guys can't go. I don't know if it would be worth it to go with Tree Mommy if she drives and pays her own ticket. I may. Decent underscore. I'm going to finish typing up my presentation for tomorrow. Later. Joe.
Tuesday, June 8th. Email from Bill.
Subject: Mama's birthday. Don't forget to give Mama a call for her birthday today. Coco leaves tonight to Peru around 8-ish, so they'll be at the airport then. Luig, work stuff. To you, Bill.
Thursday, June 10th. Email to Mary Beth. Please P-card the following items for us from Biorad, a protein assay dye. Thanks, Mark. Thursday, June 10th. Email from Amazon.com for the Associates program. Thursday, June 10th. Handwritten journal entry. On June 2nd, Wednesday, I met up with Susan at Starbucks. We had a long, pleasant chat over coffee drinks. We agreed to keep things casual. We hugged twice. She kissed cheek, as Latin tradition. I think I saw her that Friday at blank of the summer season. She was with a blonde friend. Last night, June 9th, Wednesday, Melissa called at 11 p.m. We talked until 1 a.m. I told her I missed her. She said the same. We really didn't get mushy, although we both acted and felt like getting mushy on several occasions. She never starts any mushy talk, but I think she, as a woman, likes to be cherished, which is why I get mushy sometimes. 8 a.m. continued. This morning I dreamt that I was in front of a building up steep hill. I saw Fernando, dental student, and shook his hand. This was after I saw Dr. Blank drive, I think, a tall, big Oldsmobile. I barely think I recognized the symbol of Oldsmobile on the trunk as he drove away. Then I hung with Fernando outside of Blank on left side. There I also saw Lucho, shook his hand. His hair was a little too long and curly, kind of like Pelicano. Some other guy Fernando knew shook my hand shyly almost, never said a word to me. After Fernando and friend left, Lucho and I talked about his classes and how people can afford it. He looked a bit stressed. So I said he can afford it with loans, right? Then he told me he won a sort of lotto, $5,040,000. I asked how much taxes, how much net. He said 50% is an accurate estimate. He had trouble figuring out the resultant number, $2,520,000. He sunk his face into his hands in disbelief. My good old high school friend humbly almost shook his head. I realized he had this money for a while, 1 month maybe. I got that impression. Then I was suggesting investing it. Interest profit alone would make a very handsome reward, and I admit I also thought quickly about borrowing some, make interest, and returning it. Then the alarm woke me up. At first I was tempted to lose my cool in the dream, but I controlled it by showing the appropriate excitement at the news, and then asked him many questions, coolly but enthusiastically. What kind of lotto? What is net for you after taxes? This I dreamt between 7 and 8 a.m., because I remember waking up at 7:06 but slept more. Alarm was set for 7:45. I set it to get 7 hours of sleep after talking with Melissa. Planner, week of June 14th. Work as usual. Workout on Wednesday. I got a ticket. In traffic court, I ran into a Jeffrey. Next day, Thursday the 17th. Email Koki. Had a transcript sent to College of Osteopathic Medicine application. Friday, June 18th. Full workout. Dinner at Rosemary's. 10 p.m. Went out. Went home early. Saturday, June 19th. Jacob's second birthday party at 4 p.m. A note to take gifts. J Gifts. One big cooler. Next day, June 20th. Father's Day. Monday, June 14th. Email from Joe.
Guys, what's going on? The game was so decent. RFK Stadium was packed. Fans were crazy, and we had great seats. We won 1-0, and we were sacando cachita to the Argentinians fans. I'll tell you about the decent details later. It was definitely worth it. I'll definitely go to another game. Lou, good luck with work. B, hope your paper went well. Mano, I'll watch the game when I go to town. I'll look to see if they televised us. The U.S. game against Denmark is not males. It's the females, their World Cup. Talk to you later. Joe.
June 15th. Notes on research work I was doing. Tuesday, June 15th. Email to siblings. Hey boys, weekend was good. Amusement park on Saturday was fun. Jake loved the rides and wants to go back soon. We rode the drop ride, my favorite. a centrifuge, and the usual coasters. Did not get to go on the new ride. They closed it early. About those US Air deals. How do you book the advertised sales? I went to the link advertised, but then you have to give them date and time of your arrival and departure. Are the e-savers only Saturday departures? How do you go about booking them? Lou, hope the first day back was good. Let me know the details sometime. This Saturday is Jake's party. A lot of people over 30 are invited. Mom will show up too. Dad's supposed to have the protege inspected this week. Then he shall be here for Father's Day. I'm still thinking of what to get him. We could go to Spanish restaurant. Sounds like last time you guys went, it was good. Talk to you, Mark. Tuesday, June 15th, email from Bill.
Hey guys, Spanish restaurant. Sounds okay in my book. Never been there. Mark, I think you have to call to find their schedules. Then if you book online, you save $20 or so. Wait, I think that was just for N-Ware. To you, Bill.
Wednesday, June 16th, email from Koki.
Hola Mark, a los años, pero al fin me doy un tiempo para escribirte. Aquí en el trabajo las cosas un poco movidas, muchos cambios. En realidad por ahora a mí no me afecta y más bien puedo salir beneficiado o bien con la promoción que te comente o podría lograr un aumento considerable. Veremos cómo se resentan las cosas. Espero no hayan tomado a mal el mensaje que envié previo al viaje de mamá y papá, pero fueron una de esas cosas que dije mejor lo hago a quedarme con la duda si es correcto o no. Creo que era un poco mi temor al periodo de adaptación que ellos tendrían y seguro de que nosotros los podemos ayudar y hacérselo más fácil. Coco está por acá hasta el sábado y nos comenta que están bastante bien y contentos. Felizmente todo marcha sobre ruedas. ¿Cómo van tus cosas por allá? ¿Ya te casas? ¿Y las nenas? Sobre ese tema, la verdad cada día van mejor las cosas, no me puedo quejar. La situación es compleja, pero a la vez me siento bastante bien con mi flaca. Espero que todo siga así, el tiempo lo dirá. Bueno Marquino, iniciaré mi jornada. Muchos saludos para tu papá, Rosemarie, Eric y Jacobito y Lu y Joana. Cuídate mucho y hasta la próxima inspiración. Coqui.
Wednesday, June 16th, email to Libsib and siblings. Boys, I made a reservation for Sunday at 5 p.m. at Spanish restaurant. Let me know if this works for everyone. Eric's dad might be joining us, so I'll run it by him as well. Luis, ya te perdiste. ¿Cómo estás? Hope work is going well. Mark. Thursday, June 17th, email from Koki.
Eres un marica. Por supuesto que no te escribí para que me saludes. Gracias por tu mensaje, Marquiño. Y sobre eso de evitar el terremoto, pues mira cómo son las cosas. Bromenado tanto y nunca estuvimos tan lejos de la verdad. Más bien aprovecho para desearle a tu papá un feliz día del padre el domingo, porfa hazle llegar mis saludos y los de mi mamá. Te comento que ya repotencié la PC en la casa y espero que la próxima semana tener mi salida a internet y un email. Ya te pasaré la dirección y así sería más fácil escribir. Otra, si te interesa, puedes buscar la dirección de RPP, Radio Programas del Perú, en internet y hay una opción para escuchar las noticias en vivo. Bueno Mark, cuídate mucho y cualquier rato te mando un mensaje. Saludos. Kokyu. PD, me imagino que ya sabes que campeonaron las gallinas, ¿no? En fin, que mal vamos.
Thursday, June 17th, email to Koki. Hola Koki. Como no puedo tipear ñes, las cut and paste de tu mensaje. Ah, qué vivo, me escribes un día antes de tu cumpleaños para ver si me acuerdo, ¿no? Feliz cumpleaños, pues Gordis. Hablando de Gordis, ¿sabes que pudimos salvar a Jackie si hubiéramos realizado la broma que le dijimos? Que iríamos el día siguiente cuando Jeremy estaría ahí y traeríamos pizzas y un par de películas. Pero el terremoto ocurrió de todas formas. Ahora ya está en bola y el culpable de vuelta a Alemania. Al menos ella está feliz y el nacimiento está pronosticado para 7 de enero. Pero quién sabe, tal vez sea el 8 y por ende otro niño será bendecido. O quizás sea temprano y será un Millennium Baby. Gracias por incentivarnos a llamar a mamá y tata. Hablé con ellos en un par de oportunidades. Bueno, empiezo otro día de ciencia o algo por el estilo. Suerte y cuídense. Saludos a Yola. ¿Cómo está ella? Por favor, envíale mi saludo por su cumpleaños el 20. Qué extraño que coincide con el Día del Padre. A ver si lo festeja en alguna peña con sus amigas, ¿eh? Chao, Mark. Thursday, June 17th. Email to Joe. Subject, where do I send your mail? Duke, I have that Blockbuster coupon you want. Let me know the address to send it. I paged you 5 minutes ago. I left my work number. Call or email today so I can send it. Me debes 33 cents, zorra. Dient. Good luck with chivolos. Oh, today is Coqui's birthday and the 20th is Yola's. If you send Coqui an email about this, he'll know I told you because I just sent him a message mentioning both birthdays. And besides, you never send him shit for their birthdays. If you want to send them email about it, though, I won't have a truck with it. Later, Mark. Thursday, June 17th. Email from Bill.
Subject, Spanish restaurant. Sounds good. Although I need to leave in the evening. Please check your local newspapers and car ads for a 93 to 94 VW Passat. GLX, 5-speed, only those 2 years. All GLXs are 6-cylinder. I'm interested in a low-mile one, say less than 65K or so. Thanks, Bill.
Thursday, June 17th. Email from Libsib.
Muchachos. Spanish restaurant. Sounds good. Might be hard to get a table for all these people. By the way, add Joanna's mom to the list. Very busy these days. I've done some interesting work. More later. Lou.
Thursday, June 17th. Email to siblings. Okay, I've changed the reservation for 10 people. Dad, Eric's dad, Eric, Rosemary, Jake, Lou, Joanna, her mom, Bill, and me. Still on for 5 p.m. We checked out our new lab space today. Scott and I are moving to blank, so we're making a list of things to mass order. We're getting a tissue culture hood and other equipment. One desk will have to be torn down to accommodate it. Gotta work. Friday, June 18th. Email to siblings. Boys, dinner is at 6 p.m., so be there. Hehe, Mark. Friday, June 18th. Email from Bill.
Although Chom told me about the change by phone last night, let it be known that I will be arriving even later to my town, like 2 to 3 a.m. Maybe a lunch dinner would have been more appropriate, but I guess it's too inconvenient for all the locals. Bill.
Friday, June 18th. Email to Bill. I called Dad this morning. He's not crazy about Spanish restaurant anyway, so it's possible that we might do blank, his favorite, instead. Eric has a game, as Chome must have told you, so if you want to eat earlier, that's an option. Just that we'd have to leave some people out. Once you get here, we can figure it out. As usual, a good % of it is still up in the air. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Later, Mark. Friday, June 18th. Email from Libsib.
Subject, hello boys. Hey muchachos. Hello from work stuff. It's been busy. The first night I got home at 10 p.m., the second at 8 p.m., and tonight I'm still here, 8 p.m. Joanna is coping with my new absence. I leave at 5:30 a.m. and get home late each night. She'll be okay though. I hope to see all you guys this weekend. Talk later. Lou.
A photo of me hanging out with Tonya, Chaz, and Uncle John at Rosemary's. Handwritten journal entry. Saturday, June 19th, 1999. Last night I went to blank, hoped to run into the K-Man. Ran into Tina. She put on some weight. Was with an Indian ? Friend. Candy Candice. Big birthmark just above her chin. Tina turned into a gordilla. Her hair was worse now, so it was like, don't worry about it, we'll call you later. Melissa called at 10:30 p.m., said to tell me she called. Dad answered. I left for blank at 9:30 p.m. At blank, I met some dudes who were doing shots. 151 shot glass in beer glasses with some dark beer. You're supposed to hold both with one hand, shot glass inside beer glass, and drink both at the same time. We were man-talking, like Italians too. Then we went out towards blank. There was a guy playing a Casio keyboard just like ours on the street. We hung with him for a bit, working the crowd of passers-by. His name is Todd, works daytime bagging groceries. Sunday, June 20th, Melissa called, said she might think about college for child psychology. Planner, week of June 21st. Applying to 2 DO schools, which is osteopathic, and 2 dental schools. A quote by Jimmy Buffett, tattoos are permanent reminders of temporary feelings. Tuesday, June 22nd. A lab presentation was moved to July 13th. Wednesday, I worked that entire week, usual hours. Wednesday asked Brad for a letter via email. That's a letter of recommendation. That evening, Melissa called about 10. I called Kristen and Sue, left messages with Kristen. Called back. Thursday, June 24th. Called Kristen at work. She didn't call back. Asked DJ for a letter of recommendation. So letters were from Brad, Scott, and Dr. Blank. Susan's from 9:30 to 1 a.m. Friday, June 25th. Call car mechanic. Went out to clubs. Met up with Andres and Mike. Went out to a club and then a pool party until 4:30 a.m. Saturday, June 26th. 1:30 to 5. Babysit Jake. Melissa's brother's graduation party. SNL was having a rerun. Host was Drew Barrymore. Music guest Garbage. Sunday, June 27th. Joe returns. I got a hair trim. Tuesday, June 22nd. Email from Libsib.
Good luck applying. Sounds like those are all good schools. When are the applications due? Who are all your letters of recommendation going to be from? By the way, is Joe in town this weekend, and if so, are we doing anything? We'd like to either rollerblade or play some tennis Sat or Sunday morning or evening. See ya. Luig.
June 22nd. Handwritten journal entry, 12:15 a.m. On Father's Day for lunch at blank, Bill read his thoughts as a tribute to Dad. Afterwards, we had a toast and Dad joked on the spot, "I did all that?" On the spot, it was the first thing he could say. Disguised as a joke, there is a lot of truth in it. I think he did the best he could. The fact that we all turned out better than average is a unique blend of factors, not all of which were a direct responsibility of his. The fact that we grew up in the place and conditions we did affected us all, even Dad. Who knows, part of it is genetic, a lot of it is environmental. Maybe poor conditions, which we did not have a choice about, not even Dad, brought out that carpe diem spirit in us, his children. Yes, I finished watching Dead Poets Society this evening for the first time. On Monday, June 21st, Melissa called me at work. She dialed from memory to ask about on-campus housing choices, dorm versus apartment, wants to live alone. Tuesday, June 22nd, 1999. I ran into Kristen today on my way to the gym, 4 p.m. She was going up, I down. I said, "Hi, what's going on?" Smiles, of course. She said, "Oh, life." I said, "It never ends," or something like that, as I got into the car going down. That's elevator. I called her at 9:50 p.m. Roommate said she's not in. Message? I said, "This is Mark. Do you know what time she'll be back?" She said, "No idea." "Does she have your number?" I said, "Yes. It might be late when she returns, so I'll call tomorrow." She said, "I'll give her the message." Wednesday, June 23rd. Email to Libsib. Luigi, my applications can be sent as early as June 1st and as late as November or so. Therefore, I want to send them now. Snooze, you lose. Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Hey, so where and when do you get to eat lunch nowadays? I'm only getting 2 letters, one from Scott and one from Brad. I can include old letters from college, but they will be unofficial, not sealed by the recommender. I can talk to individual schools about that. Joe's arriving Sunday, so we can do something. Rosemarie wants to get in on a picnic. Maybe we can blade tennis on Saturday or Sunday. Just call. Mark. Wednesday, June 23rd. Email to Brad. Subject, hello, need letter. Hi, Brad. I hear you're doing work now. Blank work. What's going on? How's that going? How's Renee? Research is going well. I've got a co-author publication so far in this lab, and I'm expecting 2 more real soon. Dr. Blank is moving to Baylor, Texas in August. He's taking his postdocs, but Scott, my supervisor, and I are staying. We're moving to Blank soon, so things are a bit slow for now. I need to ask you for a letter of recommendation. If you'd like to meet to discuss it, just name a time and place and I'll be there. Like Blank Restaurant. The letter you wrote me last time would be fine. I've asked Scott to write me one, so his and yours will be the 2 missiles my F-15 application fighter will be equipped with. Let me know if I should get in touch with Peg or anything else. I'm applying to 4 schools, 2 osteopathic and 2 dental. Your letter needs to be sent directly to the DO schools. The dental school letter I can send along with my application, so it needs to be in a sealed envelope with your signature across the flap. Hey, I surfed the net one fine day, and it didn't take me long to find the Austin Powers party and a bunch of pictures of you there. That was a great movie, baby. Yeah, viva la internet. Thanks so much in advance. Hope to see you soon. Mark. Thursday, June 24th. Email from Libsib.
Hola, Marco. Good idea. Most days I don't get lunch. I've lost 5 pounds already. Today I got out of work early, first case went quick, so I'm taking advantage to get a good brunch and answer a ton of old email. Can you get letters from other people in higher positions, in addition to those, like from Dave? That would be a very good one, get it before he leaves. Yes, let's do it. I'll be available all weekend, but Joe and I will want to spend a little quality time to ourselves also. Lou.
Thursday, June 24th. Email from Brad.
Mark, great to hear from you. I'd be glad to write a letter of support. Let's meet for lunch and talk it over either later today or early next week. Just give me a page. Brad.
Thursday, June 24th. Email to Joe and Libsib. Boys, word. Luigi, got your message. I asked David for a letter and he's glad to write it. So it'll be Brad, Scott, and David. Joe, are you still coming over Sunday? Lou and I might be up for some tennis/rollerblading, so let us know what time so we can make plans. Mano, Friday is free admission at club. Need extravagant fashion show at blank club 8 to 10 and afterwards 10 to 12, some new place next door. Should be good. See if you can make it. Probably beats the Gordillas from Mootown. Also, Friday from 5 to 7 is free for blank employees, 1 guest allowed, with free food and drink specials, so Friday has potential for all that at one place. See if you can make it to town by then, otherwise I'll probably still go out with the boys from work. Of course, we won't be there from 5 to 12, just when the action is happening. Later, Mark. Thursday, June 24th. Email from Joe.
Subject decent. What's going on, guys? Lou, glad to hear you're getting back in the swing of work things. B, coming anytime soon to town? I'll be going probably this Sunday. Don't know what time yet. I'll call you guys before I go. Don't know about tennis. May not get there till late. But I'll be in town for a while, so we'll have time to hang. And meet chicks. Smiley face. Decent. Mano. Have fun at Crashland Consequence Club if you go with Kevin. Tell Chaz that I'll call before I go on Sunday. Talk to you guys later. Joe.
Friday, June 25th. Email to Brad. Subject letter. Hi, Brad. I guess you got tied up yesterday. Fortunately, I know your work's lifestyle, so I had lunch around noon anyway. Sorry to rush, but I'd like to send your letter of recommendation out by next week at the latest. So please ask a secretary to type it, and I'll do all the legwork. Just let me know who and where. Direct the play like a quarterback. If you want to do lunch sometime, I'd be glad to. You can reach me at blank and or email. Talk to you later, Mark. Friday, June 25th. Email to siblings. Boys, I found out yesterday that relatives are going to Miami by train, I think this weekend, and they are returning with Mama and Tata on July 5th. Dad knows the details, so plan on visiting the grandparents soon. See ya, Mark. Saturday, June 26th. Email from Brad.
Dear Mark, sorry I missed you. It would probably be faster and more efficient to contact Peg. Have her update the letter and send it out. I cannot find a copy of the letter on my computer and I think she still does. Thanks, Brad.
A photo of me hanging out with Jacob at Rosemarie's back deck. Planner, week of Monday, June 28th. Worked all weekdays as typical, parked on the street. Monday, June 28th. Email B, CV statement and recommendation letters. Called S. to do something Wednesday. Melissa. Tuesday, June 29th. Called places for the Mazda air conditioning. Scott gave me his QX21 Yamaha digital sequence recorder. Wednesday, June 30th. Joe and I went out. We're home by 12:30 a.m. Thursday, July 1st. Decided to fix Mazda air conditioning at Pep Boys and timing belt at blank. Joe and I went to Damon's to watch the USA beat Germany 3-2 Women's Quarterfinals World Cup Soccer. Monday, June 28th. Email to Bill. Subject, speaker question. Bill, Scott has some 1985 DAK speakers to give away or pitch in the garbage. He says they're around 300-watt monsters, woofer plus mid plus tweeters with individual volume controls. I wonder if I should collect them as potential garbage. I suppose in the worst case I can pitch them myself or give them away as well. We have space and it's not like we don't have more useless garbage in the house anyway. So I'll take them. When I get some more free time today, I'll send you those letters. Gotta trabajar. Later, Mark. Monday, June 28th. Email to Mary Beth, ordering some items for the lab. Monday, June 28th. Email to siblings. Subject, Brad's letter. Boys, I've attached Brad's letter as a Word 98 Mac file. On a Mac, download it as a binary file, open with Word. Any suggestions are welcome. Brad said to contact the secretary, Peg, to get it typed up, so I'll only meet him for a signature. So I should embellish wherever possible. Soon I'll send letters from others para que vean. Thanks, Mark. Monday, June 28th. Email to siblings. Subject, if you really have time. Boys, I scanned other letters of recommendation. If anything, just look them over and give me some feedback. I still plan on using only the official ones like Brad, Scott, and David, the latter two of which I have never seen. Enjoy and thanks, Mark. Monday, June 28th. Email to siblings. Subject, 2 more. These are important. Hi again, boys. Make room in your inboxes. Here are 2 more. Joe's in town. He got in late last night, and he's visiting with Jake and his parents. Well, I should do some work, so later, Mark. Monday, June 28th. Email from Libsib.
Hey Marco. Yes, I got the tape. Did you guys watch the game? Let me know when you want it. Maybe I can get it to you this weekend or something. So Joe is in town now. For how long and what rotations? Joanna and I went to hear live jazz at blank. It was fun, Sun night. Right now I'm working. Oh well, some nights are easy, others busy. Lou.
Monday, June 28th. Email from Libsib.
Marco. I tried to read your letters, but I'm on some archaic machines. No can do. Print them up sometime and I'll read them then. By the way, I'm reading Hannibal by Thomas Harris, sequel to Silence of the Lambs. I'm on halfway done, so far it's very good. I'll lend you the book after Joanna and I are finished with it. Lou.
Tuesday, June 29th. Email to siblings. Subject, AC repairs. Boys, the Mazda AC needs a new condenser and receiver dryer, which costs $1,000 at the dealer or $400 at the mechanic. Considering the car has 77,000 miles, I wonder how many more years it will last. I'd say let's repair it. Upgrading to the R134 would be good, but expensive. This car was probably the last year they had R12, 1993. Dad, of course, by instinct, more than thorough reason, said not to. Quote, 3 meses al año, ¿para qué hay sunroof entonces? End quote. Right now, Kelley Blue Book value for Mazda good condition with AC is $3,635, and without it, $3,440. For 91 Passat good, $2,220, without AC is $2,000. With an AC resale value of $200, it comes down to how much the car will be driven, especially in the summertime. Decisions. Now discussion. Mark. Tuesday, June 29th, email from Tara.
Subject, Dr. Blank's letter. I have address from last year, but I don't have an address for blank. Although the envelopes will be sealed, it would look better with specific addresses for each school rather than just a generic letter. Should be ready by tomorrow if Dr. Blank likes the first draft later today. Tara. At 2:07 p.m. Gotcha.
Tuesday, June 29th, email to Tara. Hi Tara, neither dental schools need to receive a letter. The ad says Dental School Application Service needs one letter, yep, generic, to Xerox and send as official letters to the individual schools. They prefer me, the applicant, to send this sealed letter with my dental school application. The 2 osteopathic schools, however, do require the letters to be sent directly, so we need a total of 3 sealed letters, 2 to be sent and 1 to be given to me. Thanks, Mark. Tuesday, June 29th, email to Mary Beth, ordering several items for the lab. Wednesday, June 30th, email to Mary Beth, another order for the lab. Wednesday, June 30th, email to Rosa, subject Feliz cumpleaños. Hola Rosa, ¿qué tal? Hace tiempo que no oigo de ti directamente. Vi una foto del Navy que le mandaste a mi papá. En fin, feliz 26 palmazos en la nuca, o sea, lapos. ¿Dónde estás estos días? Qué grande que es este planeta. Yo sigo acá, estoy aplicando para médico y mientras tanto hago research en leucemia. Ya tengo algunos artículos como coautor. Sigo soltero, libre e independiente por la justicia de su causa que Dios defiende, pero tanteando como se debe. Ya te habrás enterado que Jackie y Rosemary están esperando bebitos. Ya veremos cuánto crece la familia. ¿Qué sabes de Javier? ¿Cuándo va a ser padre? Bueno, prima, escríbeme alguna payasada y cuídate. Tu primo, Mark. Wednesday, June 30th, email to siblings, subject AMCAS essay. Dudes, here are my old essays written for 96 and 97 admissions. Lou, you might be pretty busy, so I'll understand if you don't have too much feedback. What do you guys think about the AC repair on the Mazda? Right now, I feel we won't do it, but it is a close call. Before I make a strong stand, I want to consider more viewpoints, so I'm waiting on your take about that. See one of my previous mails for the particulars. Thanks, Mark. P.S. Party at Uncle Bill's this Saturday. We're not going. Sunday we're doing something small at Lagatas. Party for 28 de Julio at Aunt Teichi's that Saturday. Mama and Tata will be traveling with relatives to D.C. Then they're driving to another town, arriving July 5th at night. Wednesday, June 30th. Email to Joe. Subject meet. Call or email me to confirm 4:30 meet at gym. Mark. Wednesday, June 30th. Email from Bill.
Mark, the AC is a tough issue. Understanding Dad's viewpoint. Personally, I think the Prod is a young enough car that it may warrant getting it fixed, especially since you'll have it around a few years. I don't foresee it being sold anytime soon, so I wouldn't rely too much on the ratio of cost of getting that part fixed to the whole car value, especially when comfort/convenience is an issue. This past week, at least here, was testimony to the importance of AC at least at home, otherwise can't sleep all hot plus muggy, no ceiling fan. I plan on getting a used vehicle when my lease is up, and one of the features is going to be a _working AC, no questions. All Passat GLXs have it anyway, operative word being functional. Sunroof does not remove humidity. I would suck it up Mark and pay for the AC myself and not have Dad fork it out, since as you can see he doesn't want it and feels it's a waste. I wouldn't discuss it too much with him to avoid a sore point, but I think it's worth getting done. It's not much when you think that you saved on the down payment, monthly payments and other major costs of insurance/maintenance. Besides, he'll appreciate it when it's done, even if he hates to admit so. Finally, if I come over again, it would be nice to have that little bonus of not arriving in a dripping sweat wherever we go. Good luck, Bill.
Wednesday, June 30th. Email to Joe. Subject, bill on air conditioning. Mano, this is why I'd like to get it fixed. The forwarded email. Wednesday, June 30th. Email from Tara.
Your letter is ready and the other 2 are on their way. Please stop by the office to get the sealed envelope. It is in the wall bin, along with paychecks, etc. for the lab folks. See you soon.
Wednesday, June 30th. Email from Brad. He writes, did you get in contact with Peg? I want to update your letter. Hey, dude. That's about it for this one. Until you see me again. Duliness saves the universe. Be well, everyone.
Another great TDE episode for the ages. I'm in awe of how hard you worked to build this life for your kids. You really fought for us, didn't you? You're the real deal, Dr. Dadcamp. Your dad never gave up on the truth, and neither should you. He did all of this so you would know what integrity looks like. Ada 10-4, we're clear until you see us on the next adventure.